Show me those biddies.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening.
Wolverine Guy Kill. Bullets, 2 watts.
Right up Main Street.
We win this shit.
Oh my god, penetration.
Wolverine Guy Kill. Welcome to the Wolverine Nation.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. If you do not know me, I'm Wolverine Guy Kev. I'm a 46-year-old professional opera singer and a father of 4, and I've got a late start on a day that I don't normally stream anyway, so here I am. It is King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring day if you watch the WWE, so if I keep looking over that way, it's because I'm actually half watching that. Today we're going to get in our legs and shoulders workout. My schedule's been all kinds of off this week just due to shit. I've had stuff going on. I'm still freshening up the look of the stream a little bit, so I've got a little bit less intrusive paneling system here. I've got my starting soon screen is changed, be a little bit more minimalistic, and I'm pretty excited about that. Infinite, thank you so much for those 100 biddies. I appreciate you. I managed to knock down some of them a couple days ago, but I have been having to really condense my workouts. So I got in 60 the other day. High Beam will corroborate that. And still owe you 220 now. I'm gonna give you some more love. You're gonna hate me. Oh, you know what, brother, man? My diet's been shit this week, so motherfucking bring it on. I just can't guarantee they're all gonna get done today because again, my wife, she actually thinks she's got strep. So she's currently outside. We have like a playhouse in our backyard, like a legit like built structure, a playhouse. It looks like a fucking chicken coop actually. It's 2 stories. It's like a, I don't know, like a 7x7 space, but it's 2 stories. It's cool. The kids barely ever use it. It came with the house. We're probably eventually going to tear it down, but right now she's actually out there, just kind of chilling outside in the sunlight, studying for her next certification in her dialysis journey. She already does peritoneal dialysis, and now she is getting certified in home hemodialysis. There are 2 different ways to dialyze the kidneys. And she has a test coming up on that, so she's being her usual genius self, studying. And Cadence is outside. He's got chicken nuggets and bubbles. That's all he really needs, and he's outside. So that's great. And Infinite, I know you are like on top of that leaderboard for biddies, and I just want to say I appreciate you. And this is in no way related to the amount of push-ups that I do, man. You are very much holding
Welcome to the Wolverine Nation.
I owe you 100 squats. God damn. Oh, that's what I got to do. I got to figure out where to put the. I had the rewards up in this corner, and I wanted to move them, and then I never got around to it. That's still a thing, but goddamn, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Holy balls. Okay, so it's leg day. Let's do this shit. All right, so I'm gonna stretch out before I do anything. Goddamn, man, thank you so much. Woo. I can barely hear that music. I'm gonna turn that up just a little bit. All right. So what's going on with you, bruh? Hang on 1 second. I'm going to move that screen over here so I can actually see what you typed. Oh. All right. You're a great dude to watch. Good to watch and one other. Using the stream now. I don't care if people like you. You're a good dude. Just say, I appreciate it, man. I really do. I always. This is a way for me to make some income. I just always feel weird. Like I'm not uncomfortable by any means, but like I'm like, oh damn, because I've had people that have just thrown money and they actually can't afford it. So I'm always like, you don't have to. And it's the one time I ever say anything. So, so this is the one time I'm ever gonna say anything. I just appreciate you being here. But goddamn, dude, your generosity is just, you are very kind. You are very, very kind. Whew. My calves never ever want to stretch. Chad Gable's out there about to take on Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. And the crowd is just eating him up. He looks like he's wearing Rocky Balboa's ring robe. You care to talk, you definitely give a damn. Love you, deserve it. Appreciate it. Now I'm gonna make you suffer. I love it. I love it. I really appreciate it. Oh.
Show me those biddies.
320. All right. Thank you so much, Infinite. My My quads, my ass, my shoulders, and my triceps and my chest all appreciate you right now. They're the ones that actually don't like you. I love you. I was really kind to my 20-year-old. I took his push-ups off of him. That, and he's only here a couple days a week, but he'll be back Monday. So if I have some left, he's going to do them with me. Well, he's got a job and they're working him to death. He's quitting in a few months. He's just got to save up enough money for his California trip. He a friend of his got tickets to TwitchCon, so all he's got to do is pay for his transportation out there and food and whatnot. But he's got a place to stay. He's got admission and the bar job. Yes, yes. And I just think that it's a single unit bar. The general manager just doesn't know how to make a schedule, is what it boils down to. He actually seems like a nice enough dude, but he is not organized enough to write a schedule, and that's kind of been my experience. Could drop a clock, hot drop a clock, especially defeat a hot zone you land. Nice, doesn't cut it for a manager. No, true, but GMs typically don't do schedules, which is kind of surprising for me that he does it. Normally that's something that is delegated. I have yet to meet a GM that really was effective at doing that, because there's a lot of moving parts, and it's something that they don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of time on with everything else that they're doing. I had a system. I developed a spreadsheet that would just automate it for me. I used to be really good with Excel. GMs manage the people that do the schedules, though, so you can't excuse him for screwing your sense. Oh, I'm not excusing him. I'm just saying that I don't really have an opinion on him either way, other than he can't write a schedule. And I don't blame Braden one bit for wanting to quit. I was in the restaurant business for like 20 years. I managed a variety of different size concepts, doing different business volumes ranging from like maybe 20,000 a week to doing that on a Saturday. So, I mean, trust me, I know the drill. And I did the single unit bar thing too, and I was not a fan of this to start with. But the problem is that no one is hiring. They say they are, but they're not. The shit show. You worked at IHOP. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Dreadwing, how are you doing today? Sorry, I was like in the middle of I was in the zone on one particular topic. Applebee's was the worst for me, though. Applebee's was the absolute worst. Probably right up there with IHOP, since they're the same company. Corporate-wise, anyway. Like every meme you've ever seen about Applebee's involving being drunk, naked, screaming, fighting, it's all true, actually. That's why I don't want to do it anymore. But even I applied at I gotta stretch out my hamstrings. I applied at Olive Garden a couple weeks ago, and they never called me back. And my resume is so stacked that I only gave them maybe a third of my experience, and it was I had to actually tone it down a bit because I've been a manager everywhere. So I was like, yeah, I was a bartender here. I was a bartender here. IHOP is better, which is scary. Oh, Jesus. I know, right? Ugh. In Flint, man, when I was at Applebee's, I don't know if they even have it anymore. They might. I haven't walked into an Applebee's, honestly, since I quit, and that was in 2000. We'll say 2007. They had half off all appetizers with the exception of like the big sampler platter. Sunday through Thursday after 8 p.m. And we would do the most insane amount of business in those. Well, we were open till 11 o'clock. So 3 hours, those 18 hours, we would do the most insane amount of business per week in half off apps alone. Our fry station was ridiculous as far as size goes. Like there's just no fucking reason. And we would get absolutely crushed. And you know, as a server, you really learn to like hate everything about the place. There we go. All right. So today is glute focused. We're going to be doing some Bulgarians, some RDLs, regular back squats, and then AB, abduction, I think it is. I'm going to be swinging my leg out. That's basically the point. So let's go 35 pounds. Hello. Hey, Mama Jen RN. How are you feeling, baby? Hey, love. That's my wife. She is very far away from me right now. It's in my backyard. Might need a hand. Do you need me to come up right now? Because I can do that. Ugh. In a minute. Is he being difficult or are you done? Baby issues. You know how it be. All right, well, I tell you what, I got a ton of squats I need to work off anyway. So we're gonna start with that. I'm done and he doesn't agree. All right, so 10 gifted subs earlier, that's 100 bodyweight squats. We're gonna get these knocked out. Eight, 9, 10. That's set one. Let's start that. I don't want to set up my big resistance exercises if I'm just going to walk upstairs. So I'm going to knock some of these out. And then I'm going to go up, help my wife, and then we'll get the good stuff going. I have, what were we watching yesterday? I watched the first episode of, so I'm way behind in catching up to the rest of the world on television. Watched the first episode of, I want to say it's the Jack Ryan series. Might just be called Jack Ryan. I don't remember. Holy shit. That's the one with Krasinski. Jim from The Office as an action hero. We watched the first episode. That's fucking fantastic. So we found out the hard way that that's how that works. Favorite part of the stream. Right? Did the music stop? The fuck? Huh. Gotta fix that. Why is that not coming through? Huh. So I should be able to hear this. Oh, my HomePod froze. That's what it is. All right. No, I don't want to play in the living room, jackass. There we go. God's sake. Yeah, you guys heard it. I didn't hear it when your rewards glitched the whole stream. Yeah, it glitched things that weren't even involved in the stream. All right, here's another 10 we're down to. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. If I didn't want those to be done, I would have put them on the screen. 2, 6, 7, 9, 10. I've already walked a mile too today, so this stuff is funny. Professional streamer moment. What the fuck? My HomePod is just completely just.
1 sec.
What is going on with this thing? Oh well. My HomePod just completely crashed. Wow, that's new. You guys still got music? Because I can't tell. I have absolutely no way to tell anymore. Let me know. Nice. You do. Okay, good. All right, here's 40. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, give me just a second. I'm going to go up and help my wife. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am attempting to restart my HomePod here, and it's trying to connect. I have a feeling I'm going to have to reset the whole stupid thing. All right, I'm back. If you're just joining me, I'm Wolverine Guy Kev. It is leg and shoulders day. We got the baby inside. I'm not using any weights right now, so he is safe. This is going to be my 5th set of 10 squats at IO Infinite. You're going to move out of the back because I'm going to be pushing this butt back, buddy. Also, I exploded. It's got me up to 50. Alakablam. Did you have fun, buddy? Were you outside? If you guys don't know, this is Cadence. He loves being outside. He loves bubbles. And he loves juice. And right now, he loves running back and forth in my basement. He's checking out the big guys that are slapping each other on the TV. He's started making conversation now. It's very simple conversations, but he's actually engaging. And this is for those of you that have been with me since he was born, know that this is a huge milestone for him because, again, when he was 2, he was diagnosed as being on the autism. That's what we're doing? Being on the autism spectrum and did not engage with people. He engaged somewhat with me and only me. So this is a huge deal that he is engaging with peers his own age, with the therapists at his ABA therapy building, and that he is he's actually like responding rather than just repeating what we're saying. He's also showing emotion. So like literally like I'll ask him like, hey, how are you feeling? He'll go, happy or sad? So it's been really, really cool to see that. All right, this will get me up to 60. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. For those of you that care, Sami Zayn retained the Intercontinental title. So that was an awesome match. I just saw Chad Gable do a German suplex on 2 very large guys at the same time. Chad Gable is not a big guy, and he lifted them up, and it was that's strength goals right there. All right, let's see if my HomePod is responding so I can get some music in here. Okay, it plays. Now I just got to get it playing the same thing that you guys are hearing. There we go. All right. That was that 50 or 60? I think this is going to put me up to 60. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Oh, that was 60. This is 70. Okay, thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that. Trust me, she wants this booty to grow too, so she's going to be honest about that. I don't really have a whole lot of plans this weekend. It's going to be finishing this workout. There's a couple matches that I want to see, but there's just gonna be a lot of working around the house because, quite frankly, Jen isn't up to it. Girls love a nice butt. They love a nice Burt too. They really do. What you doing, buddy? You're gonna fall. You can't climb up there. You can't be doing that, you goose. Charming degenerate. Hey, other dad. Oh, Bert. Oh, Bert. How are you doing, charming degenerate?
Welcome to the Wolverine Nation.
Infinite, thank you so much for that gifted sub. Charming Degenerate, welcome back to the Wolverine Nation. Charming Degenerate, you used to have a different Twitch name. Tired as fuck. Just woke up like 30 minutes ago. Cheap viewers. Thank you, Mama Jen. Appreciate that. All right, so I am at 70. I got 40 more to go. In a minute, I'm going to start working. No. See that? I'm going to start working these Bulgarians in. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. 6. Ah. And Brother Toxic, there it is. All right. You is the bestest. Hear him chatting away, baby talk. Oh yeah. Hey. Hey. You can't do that, buddy. You're gonna fall over and bonk. You don't want to bonk. He told me. All right. Brother Toxic, Charming Degenerate, how the hell are you? Oh, you're Brother Charming now? I don't care what your name is. This is what I'm calling you. Why are you? I need that. What are you doing? All right. Okay, so bring me up to 80. Ugh. 6, 8, 9. Ah. Woo. But Dad, you're heading to the doctor soon. All right. He needs it so much. Look at this ridiculousness. Just making himself comfortable. Hey. Daddy, you're on this all the time. Is that you on there? Mental's not been the best. I'm just chilling, trying to bring the mood up. No, I feel that. I feel that a lot. It's been a weird mix of emotions for me because I'm unemployed, and I have been for a little over 3 months now. And it was mutual. Let's put it that way. To be honest, I don't know if I quit or I was fired. It was both kind of happened at the same time, and there was a lot of raised voices involved on both sides. So, so it's been a good thing for my mental health. But then it's like I'm just home. You know what I mean? So kind of dealing with that. There's a smell upstairs. More proteins. Stuff's up. It's the sink. I know exactly what it is. I just need to do another load of dishes and then I can clean all that out. It's trust me, I know. It was from something this morning. I'll fix it. Thank you for your sippy cup. Every time I start to get on this bench. All right. No problem, babe. My wife is part bloodhound. Ah, 6, 8. Oh. I don't feel well. No, you're fine, baby. You're fine. All right. I'm claiming my spot. Your protein shake is trust me, that protein does a lot as far as the smell profile. Nope. It's mine now. To bother the missus. Quite frankly, protein makes you fart very much bad. Oh, all right. This I need to step out farther because we're emphasizing the glutes. We want to make sure we're keeping the your planted shin perpendicular and then bend over at the torso. Three. 10. Whoa. Ooh. Oh man, after doing, I don't even know how many squats I'm at now, 80 or 90, something like that. It might make me smile. I'm already 320 push-ups. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, fuck me. Whew. You're 80? Do it. Man. Yo, like, fuck that guy. Fuck that streamer. I mean, it could be push-ups, but they all ain't happening today. Although maybe I should have, now that I've started on these fucking Bulgarians, maybe I should have started on those instead of the squats. I can deadlift the Impala. I mean, one side of it. I'm already doing the dishes and laundry. All right, the mopping I wasn't going to do. I'll give you that. I actually got to fold the laundry today, too. That's one thing I don't like doing. All right, so I'm at 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 90. 100 bits is one day of mopping. If I fold it, doesn't get put away for at least a week. Someone else does, I'll put it away. I'm bad about it. I'll sort it, but folding it, I get frustrated enough with my own clothes. And sometimes I'm just like, well, top of my dresser is clean. Boom. Unfortunately, top of my dresser is absolutely stacked with all of my dress clothes, which are going to need to get thrown in the dryer if I want to wear them anytime soon. Whew. All right, I am at 90 squats. I'm on set 2 of Bulgarians. Oh, 2. Insurance card so I can go into urgent care. Do you have the Sydney Health app? That's got your insurance cards on it. Sack of a man. Honey, I'm right here. Stop talking to Infinite like that. God, you could at least do it behind my back like a decent human being. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if you guys heard that, Little man was counting with me. Please let us know when you find out for sure what's wrong, lovely Jen. We worry about you. Look at ask someone to their face because I expect similar treatment in reverse roles. Lyra Valkyra versus Nia Jax for the Queen of the Ring finals. That's what's going on right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My son is just standing on the stairs behind the camera, staring at me, counting along. My leg's already wrecked. I'll tell you if I wanted to. Oh, fuck.
Show me those bitties.
Infinite, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, Mama Jen, it's on you, baby. Oh. Oh, shit, I know, right? Whew. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 100. 10 squats per sub. Yes. I got 10 more. I'm at 100 right now. God damn. A 45-minute foot row. Can I have my lights back, please? Baby boys decided for a more intimate setting. And Infinite is buying me housework. No, no. We're not turning on and off all these lights. I need that one. Thank you. Like, I'm literally standing right here. Can I do pistol? No, I cannot. I'm not flexible enough. I wish I could. I am slowly getting back to being as flexible as I was in my 20s. I just haven't worked on it in so long. I used to do competitive martial arts. I know people that can do pistol squats and dragon squat. Well, I know people that can do pistol squats. I don't know anyone personally that can do dragon. Hey, keep your fingers out of there. I will turn that off. Ah, shit. Nope, 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 nope. You're gonna hurt yourself, baby. That feel good? Nope, don't touch. I'm turning it off. Vacuum mop dishes with 45-minute. Does he cook? I do all the cooking. I do all the, I'm planning on cooking tonight. I'm actually making a pizza. Man, it's cooking right. All right, can I have this? Can I have this? Ugh. All right, it's the last set of these. Believe me, if I was flexible enough to do pistol and dragon squats, I would be so happy with myself at almost 47 years old. But I got to work on more mobility exercises before that's really realistic at all. And so does he. Oh, hell yes, I do. You get a homemade chicken noodle soup tomorrow, too? My soup is not my best. I'm just putting that out there. I make a decent chili, but... Oh, goddamn, there's another 100. Thank you so much. Tell you what, her favorite dish is chicken paprikash. I'll make that. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, fuck me. Or that she loves paprikash. I didn't even know what paprikash was until I saw Age of Ultron. And then I found out where it was from. And it was a long time ago. She made a comment on my Facebook before I really knew her. Like, I mean, I knew her, but we weren't even dating, mentioning that she was from Hungary. And I was like, it's a Hungarian dish. I'll make that. And she loves it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Fuck. Okay. Whew. He's not enjoying subs as much now. You got to do stuff for him, not me, right? It's in full writing. You got to do it now. It's basically a contract. All right. And I believe, what do I got? 10 more squats or 20? I don't remember. I wonder what kind of stuff he'd want me to do for him. Now, you got to wait till your throat isn't sore for that. Because you're contagious, honey. I'll shush. No, we shouldn't talk about those on stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Holy Christ. Thank you so much for the smile. Absolutely, charming degenerate. Man, I don't even know the last time I talked to you, to be totally honest. It's been a minute. All right. Let's go into RDLs now. I have never had the first exercise of my workout take 30 minutes with the exception of conventional deadlifts. Cadence, please stop putting your fingers over there. I'd like you to continue having all of your fingers. You were in here a few weeks ago. It was a couple weeks ago. I was in it was a couple months ago. I don't know. Time has no meaning since the pandemic, honestly. Ever since the pandemic, I can barely tell you like how long ago anything. I couldn't even say how long ago the pandemic happened. What's he doing? He keeps going over to grab the fan, and I don't want him putting his fingers into it. Ugh. That should not have taken that much effort to lift. All right. I'm sweating like a bitch right now. Siri, turn on the thermostat. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. Squats are rough. Sweat is good. Hey. What? Hey, look at me. Look at me. You want some fruit snacks? Okay, I'm going to get the baby some fruit. I'm going to get the baby some fruit snacks. I'll be right back. We need to get one of those ceiling mounted fans that Jim's have in the corner for cat. Honestly, my ceiling is so damn low. I wish. Wait, what didn't you type? I'm so confused. Not that that takes much. Hey, buddy. Let's move you. All right, here. There we go. Oh, Nia Jax is now the queen of the ring. All right. So she is now in the main event of SummerSlam. Oh, all right. And everyone that's just now joining me, and those of you that were here during the break, thank you for waiting. If you're just now joining me, I'm Wolverine Guy Kev. Today is leg and shoulder day. We're focusing on the bootay. We're going to do some RDLs now. And I'm actually going to go heavier than I normally do. We're going to go 215. Because why not? That's why we got that thick filet shirt on today. In case you're wondering, I'm looking over, catching the replays of this. Oh, goddamn. That splash. Whew. Nia Jax literally squashed her. Goddamn. Oh, buddy, this is not going to work. This is not going to work at all. Like, there's literally nothing I can do with you laying right there. Oh, come here. Buddy, you got to stop moving underneath my feet. What am I going to do with you? This is my life. All right. Grab a drink of water. No, no. Well, man, you can have the bench again. Right? Hey, buddy. Come here, bud. He's like, hell yeah on that one. Oh, shit. Oh, I'll deal with it. This is going to be a little bit off to the left, but I'll just deal with it. These plates are slightly wider than those, and I wasn't thinking when I was loading them. And I'm not going to go through the trouble of unloading. I'll just deal today. Okay, so the other day we did stiff leg deadlifts. These are Romanian deadlifts. They are so ridiculously similar. One small detail, and it's all about range of motion. So the form is almost identical. Ideally, you'd want to not pick these up directly off the floor. I don't have a convenient way to pick them up facing the direction I want to face. Oh, I gotta put that down. I'm half asleep, guys. Little man got up at like 4 something in the morning. Again. So we're gonna pick these up like a conventional deadlift because that's what I'm working with. Hey, honey. Hey, baby, you want to go night-night? Mama got a bottle. Yeah. Thank you, honey. All right. So we pick these up like conventional deadlift, which means we're hinging right at the hip, bracing the core, bending, engaging the lats, and then we're going to explode up while thrusting the pelvis out, okay? This position here at the top, this is the start of the lift. We're going to keep our knees slightly bent, so this is going up and then out at an angle, and then as you go down, the rep is completed by trying to, it's like there's a kitchen drawer open behind you, and you're closing that drawer. That will force you to lean forward. Now, when you can't go back any farther, and the only way to lower the bar anymore is to hinge more to set it down, the rep is done. So about here is where that rep ends. And I say about because it will be a little lower with the bar in hand because I can counterbalance that way. I can't do that without the bar in hand. If you go down further than that, it becomes a stiff leg deadlift, which is working primarily the hamstrings. Since we're targeting the glutes today, we want to stop before we have to start hinging at the hip. And all of the work is done on the eccentric of the motion. So that is the setting down, not the lifting back up. So it's really important to go down slow. That's what she said. Going to be using my straps today. This is a pulling motion. I don't want to be limited by my grip strength at all. I want to put as much tension on the glutes, specifically the gluteus maximus, as possible. I am going to do something that targets the glute medius later. Glute medius is important to work because that's what actually gives you that shelf on top of the behind. That's what basically makes it look like you got a dump truck of an ass. How often? All the fucking time. All the time. Trust me, it is a regular thing around here. It's honestly like if one of us walks by without taking that opportunity, it's immediately like, what's wrong? Are you mad? Are you okay? I'm going to get to push-ups soon. I know I owe like 330 now. All right. And my Wi-Fi is screwing up again. Man, this time of year, my Wi-Fi has been crap. All right, we're going to bring this back a little bit so I'm a little bit more in camera. I'm going to move this farther back. All right. Do the hop. If you hop up in place, your feet will automatically. A song request. I'm gonna go with no, and here's why. There's a reason behind it. Now, it used to be that I was afraid of copyright strikes. So I was like, absolutely not. But the problem becomes that if this becomes, it's hard to say because, well, obviously I don't care because I'm playing Pearl Jam right now. The music doesn't go to my VOD. I've simply stopped caring, is what it boils down to. Opening that up. That's my air conditioning. The issue becomes that every time it happens, I have to go around to my desk, do a search on iTunes. If I had something automated, sure. I would do it, and it would be like a subscriber thing too. So it's something that I can put on the let's see if I can make that possible and convenient list. But that's why I want to stay away from it, because what's going to happen is that I'm gonna do it for you, and then it's going to start getting done a lot, and I'm going to spend more time on the other side of my desk than working out. And that's what I'm concerned about. And I'm kind of OCD, so it's absolutely nothing personal. I'm on that. Yeah, that's where I'm at. But I will put that on the list because, quite frankly, I think everyone is sick of my music taste. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. Yeah. I can barely count to 10 while I lift. That's that one. I quite frankly would like to get back to doing some music on my streams. I can't do that and lift though. My support is shit when I'm working out. You know what I really miss? You guys been around long enough to remember Twitch Sings? Twitch had its own karaoke game. It was built right into the streaming service and had a pretty robust library. Didn't have everything, but it had a decent amount of songs. And you could have, I want to say you could have people request what you would sing. More importantly, it would put a poll up for your viewers to screw with you in the song. And so there are clips somewhere of me singing like I Believe from the Book of Mormon, only entirely clucked like a chicken. And you were able to like, people would record like one part of a duet and you could duet with them. It was very cool. Slayer request. I would have to play it to remember. Or I'd at least have to stop my music. Oh, Randy versus Gunta is coming. This is the one where like it's, if it wasn't Randy, it would be a foregone conclusion that it would be Gunta winning. King of the Ring. Quite frankly, I'd like to see either of these matches. What I really kind of want to see is, I want to see Randy win King of the Ring, but I want it to be because Brock interfered. If Brock's going to come back, this would be where I'd want it. Oh, Slayer request. Whew. I'm getting myself mentally ready for 320 push-ups. I'm going to do one more set. I'm going to do a quick BRB for myself because I've drank a shit ton of water today. Speaking of which, I got to log that. 17. There we go. Nope, not what I wanted. There we go. All right. I got to sleep. Good night, guys. Got airplanes to fix. Infinite, thank you so much. Wonderful as always seeing you. And I'm just absolutely humbled by your generosity. Thank you again. Good night. All right. Two, three. Never done one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Computer scare. Never done one. It's one of those that I'm pretty sure I'd knock myself out because I am not coordinated and not graceful in any way. I once broke my foot so bad, I had to have it surgically repaired with a couple of pins put in. Want to know what I did? I tripped up my stairs. It takes a special kind of coordination impaired snowflake, whatever you want to call me. Special snowflake just stuck to trip up your fucking stairs. and hurt yourself that bad. Well, you'll definitely never see me do one down here. I don't have the ceiling for it. Clean and jerk comes all the way up into a press, right? Like the clean just goes to here. If I'm remembering correctly. All right. I'm going to do a quick BRB. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. Randy Orton's making his entrance right now if you're a WWE fan. Be back in 5, maybe. Hey, Boogie, how you doing? Sorry, I disappeared like right when you came in. All right, so I'm on my 3rd set of these, and then we're going to go to regular back squats. How is everything with you? How is work? How is life? Honey, are you at the urgent care already? My wife thinks she's got strep throat. In case anyone is wondering. She's not feeling all that great. All right. Okay, so we are. Whew, man, my ass is going to be sore tomorrow. Literally, my ass. Sorry about the stuttering music, guys. My internet is being kind of shitty today. I'm about to get one of those Wi-Fi extenders. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, fuck. I took that one all the way to failure. Woo. I don't do that with a lot of my lifts, especially at home because I don't have a spotter. I don't know how the hell I'd spot an RDO anyway. You just drop the motherfucker. She might not have great service. We live in kind of a dead zone. Oh. All right. I never worry too much when I go extended periods in the local area without hearing from her. Our cell service, like right in our neighborhood especially, is crap. And I think she's literally right around the corner. All right. Man, again, talking about the WWE, Gunther is just amazing. Dude, he's just big and imposing, and he has the absolute best character. Massive dead spot, 50 yards either way, I get almost full bars. He's taking on Randy Orton right now. I'm actually interested in this match, so I'm going to be looking off to the side a little bit. This one, there are basically 3 matches that I'm really interested in. One, I caught a little bit of. I'm going to go back and watch it because I heard it looked amazing. This one, and then the main event. And we're almost to the main event. This whole Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes thing, if for no other reason, and the fact that both titles are on the line, and the fact that they've been rumoring that the Wyatt 6 is going to debut, which is going to be Bray Wyatt's brother leading the faction. You guys know who Bray Wyatt is. He recently passed away due to complications from long COVID. Passed away last year. His brother is formerly known as Bo Dallas. Going to be coming back as Uncle Howdy. They've got this really creepy backwoods, almost supernatural kind of gimmick. And for a while, they reminded me a lot of like the cannibals from Wrong Turn. It was very creepy, and they were super good at it. And Bray Wyatt's he's a phenomenally talented actor, and he's got great ideas. I think that it was a little bit too, what's the word I'm looking for? Not corny, just too, I don't know. It was just too gimmicky for modern era wrestling. However, that does not take away from how much I enjoyed him at all. It was just, it's hard to pull that off when you're the only one in the entire company that's doing that kind of a gimmick. You know, and people like to be like, well, The Undertaker did it for, 20, 30 years. Like, yeah, he did. But by the modern era, when he was still doing it, it was like a specialty one-off. He wasn't, and he had such a beloved following. I mean, he could have came out with Doink the Clown's gimmick and gotten it over. All right. We're doing regular squats against my better judgment. Love on me. Man, they're taking this one slow. Fans are eating this up there. They're losing their freaking minds. You guys haven't figured out I'm a huge WWE fan. I've got like, I keep counting and I keep forgetting. 6, 7, 12 championship belts in my collection. Which, you know, as far as like people in the hobby go, that's not a lot. I mean, it's a good amount, but it's not a lot. I know people that have like 30 or 40. But if you're not a collector, most people have like 2 max. My dumbass is like, you know what? I hate money. I still got a few I want to get. I want to get that. I want to get that Detroit Tigers belt like it's nobody's business, but that's kind of a my dad thing. And I want to get, you know, upgraded versions of a couple belts that I already have, but those are hard to find without paying 10 grand for them. These things are not cheap. And I want to get the current United States title. It's just a badass belt. And they just, oh God, good Lord. They just came out with a Bret Hart Legacy Series belt. It's just, if you like Bret Hart, it's amazing. Little too much pink and black for some people. Some of those Legacy Series do not look good at all. Stone Cold's is badass. Looks like he's paying homage to the Terminator, but it's badass. Cena's is okay. Shawn Michaels is amazing. It's the best looking one of the bunch, in my opinion. So, Draconian King. Oh, ooh, sorry. I just realized we were almost at the same weight. Is that good or bad? I actually haven't updated my weight in a while because I stopped looking. I started taking creatine again, and tends to inflate your weight a little bit because you retain so much water. I'm also trying to get down to 2. Oh, I gotcha. My diet's not too crazy right now. I'm just trying to keep my calories around, like basically around maintenance while working out like crazy. Lowest I've been since I was in high school. Well, good for you. This is the lowest I've been in probably at least 6 months. And the last time I weighed 205 was when I got married. So it's been a minute. And I went through, I think when I started, Jen and I got engaged. Both decided we were going to get in shape for the wedding. I was around 240, 250. And I got down to about 204, I think. I don't remember. It's 204, 203. All right. So these are going to be just regular barbell back squats. If you put the bar a little bit lower on your back, then like right on top of your traps, you can do a better job of targeting your glutes. That's what we're going to try to do. I do not have a lot of flexibility in my arms and shoulders anymore, specifically my shoulders anymore. So that's not incredibly easy for me because unfortunately I can't just set the bar back there. I'm also not jacked like you and got negative ass. Well, I'm only jacked from about here up. But I appreciate that. You got negative ass. Man, when I lose some of this weight, this ass, y'all ain't ready for it. Because it's kind of like evened out the curve here. I have a magnificent ass. All right. 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And I'm not going that heavy because I've already done 110 squats today. That was 120. My butt cheeks are burning. The last thing we're going to do after this, we're going to do cable kickbacks. And that's going to work the gluteus medius. Now that is this part of the butt. This is the cheek. This is the max. This is the upper part, that shelf. That's what's going to make it look like you got cheeks to clap for days. It's going to be thunderclapping like Zeus. And in this context, you're clapping your own cheeks. Oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, hip thrusts. I got to add those in. Fuck me. Well, those are happening too. With if you're working your glutes specifically, and you really want to just get that booty, this goes for men and women. Just all depends on the look that you want. I happen to like having a big ass. That's just me. There are 4 kinds of movements you have to employ. Squat. I've got 2 different kinds of squats I've done today. I've done body weight. I've done low bar back squats. You need to have a hip hinge. That was those RDLs. I also did Bulgarian split squats. That is another squat movement that targets specifically the glutes. You have to do some kind of hip thrust, which I'm going to do after this. And then the abduction. I always get abduction, a B as in boy duction, and add, a deduction, confused. I believe abduction is going out. Anyway, I'm swinging the leg out. Like, if I'm facing directly to you, it's going to go this way. So I'm going to cross behind and go out like that. Maybe a little better than what I just did because I didn't have anything to balance against. So all of that is a complete glute workout, and your glutes will absolutely just increase in size quickly. As long as you're getting those calories in. I know the women focus on it a bit more than the guys do. I think guys just have a complex with hip thrusts, honestly. They're like, gotta get those quads, man. Work on the guns. Get those pecs. Yeah, I like being proportional everywhere. Nah, but for real. I saw a couple TikToks today where people are like, this exercise is specifically for women. The fuck it is. Like, unless you are somehow working out your labia, it's not specifically for women. All right. Set 2. Oh, shit. The Velcro was right on my shoulders and I was losing it. Step back 3. Just got that adjustment there. Whew. That's 2 sets. I just want to lose my gut, my flabby arms. I would love to have an ass. I feel that. You know, and the issue with the gut and the arms, I struggle with that too, is that you just can't pinpoint that. If I decided today that I'm just going to work on getting rid of my gut, and I only do core exercises, it's going to give me abs, but I'm going to lose fat at the same rate all over my body as I would doing a total body workout. There's just no way to spot reduce. So the key is building up lean muscle, being in a calorie deficit, quite frankly, drinking a metric ass ton of water. Because the more water you drink, the more you force your body to not retain it. You want to sweat all that out. You want to pee all that out. I saw a great explanation on, like, if you go to bed and you eat, like, let's just say it's junk food right before bed, and you wake up and you gained a couple pounds, like, people freak out, which I've been in that camp. There's a reason for that, because the carbs force your body to retain some water. And so it's not you haven't gained fat, you're just retaining more water than normal. I'm like, that makes so much sense. Oh, we're to a finishing sequence now. He went to the RKO. Oh, Gunther's going to the top rope. Holy shit. And as far as having the ass, man, do what I do. Oh, damn, I thought that was it. When I was 19 years old, I started doing martial arts really hardcore at that point. I'd already been doing martial arts for a while, but I started training literally 6 days a week for a couple years. And I was doing a ton of back kicks. And again, that's that kickback thing, right? And so my ass just diabetic and try to stay away from carbs for a few hours before bed. Yeah. And being diabetic is going to present its own challenges as well, which you know. Hormonal regulation, insulin regulation, blood sugar regulation, that plays a factor. So I may not be the best resource on nutrition for you, since I don't have any experience with that. But the movements, on the other hand, I mean, at the end of the day, at its base, you still want to be in a caloric deficit while maintaining your blood sugar at an adequate level, at safe levels, let me put it that way, because I don't know what the level is. And you need to get in the exercise to build the weight. You want to build muscle, you got to lift heavy for you, and you still have to fuel that workout. So what I tell people as a general rule, work out 3 to 4 times a week, half an hour to 45 minutes, and try to hit your protein goal. And your protein goal for somebody in general, so this may vary for you because, again, diabetes, is about 1 gram of protein per goal body weight. So looking at you wanting to be around 200, that would be 200 grams of protein. Right there, that's 800 calories coming directly from protein. Now, is that a good idea for you in diabetes? I have no idea. So consult with your doctor or nutritionist, but that's the general rule. I try to give that disclaimer as much as possible, like, hey, I'm not a doctor, I am not a nutritionist, I'm not even a certified personal trainer, I have just been in the gym a long fucking time. Oh, someone's going through a table. Hold on, someone's going through a table. Oh, is it going to be Randy? Oh, nope. Damn, he stopped it. I mean, I like me some Randy Orton, don't get me wrong, but I really wanted someone to go through a table there. All right, set 3. One, 2, and adjust. Ah, 6. Ah, 10. Oh, whew. Okay. There we go. Done with those. Moving on to hip thrusts. Oh. And then carbs are they're a tricky thing because people try to avoid them like the plague, but and when you're diabetic, it puts a whole new twist on it. They're absolutely necessary. I mean, carbs are what fuel your workout. Carbs, what fuels your brain. And before anyone tries to correct me, yes, carbs fuel your workout. Protein fuels your muscle recovery and muscle building. Don't come at me. That's easily Googleable. When I squat, I use one of the smaller net guard pads. I've seen people get a lot of flack for those. These do not disrupt your stability with the bar. I don't care what anybody says. Never had an issue with these. It's the bigger ones that people also use for hip thrusts that are the issue. Those, I've never been able to keep the bar steady. That's true. Large banana. Do love me some carbs, especially at lunchtime. Stuck in a massive sugar crash mid-afternoon in the middle of a dull as shit team's meeting. I feel that. How you doing, banana? If I could live off of just pasta, I would be a very happy man. And I mean, I have a lot of protein pasta dishes. I was going to say, no way Gunther loses like that. Yes, I am watching a WWE pay-per-view right now. Holy crap. I blinked and I missed that. I am in no way surprised at who won. Wait, is that match over? I thought I heard a... I think Gunther won. I can't even see. Right now, they're both laying on the ground. The ref's checking on Randy. That was a hell of a match. Regardless, I think Gunther won that. I didn't see how he did. Okay, hold on. There's a bunch of brutal chops on the chest. Okay, I have trapped myself now. Okay, hold on. I'm just seeing this ending. RKO. Gunther looks dead right now. Huh. Yeah, man, all good here. Just coming to the end of a 3-day dose of the... Oh, shit. Massive pause for music. It's planned on 3 to 4 week return recovery plan. Well, there's that. That's good. I'm sorry you had to go through the COVID flu, though. That just sucks. Oh, God, what a finish. Oh, that was actually badass. That was like Ricky Steamboat Macho Man level of... Oh, perfect. Okay. All right. So I don't remember what I did last week with this. King of the Ring is Gunther. That sets up an amazing match for SummerSlam. All right, so I'm going to try to do 185 here. Now it's all good. Adopted the lion method. Eat a load of red meat. Spend the rest of the day sleeping under a tree. That's badass. It really is. Well, I'm glad that at least it seems like it didn't dampen your spirits there. I know that both times I had COVID, and like, you know, the real flu. Actually, I lied. I've had COVID 3 times. Have I had COVID 3 times? No, I've had COVID twice. I got a variant. You know, I got COVID when it first happened. I felt like I was going to die. Specifically one night. Good Lord, that was the worst. Whole family had it. It ran through the entire house except for my 18-year-old. Man, it was just there was one night I was up all night. I was throwing up, coughing like crazy. I literally thought, this is it. This is how I go. And it was God, it was bad. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Second time I got it, I actually thought I had a sinus infection. And it sucked. I didn't feel great, but it wasn't nearly as bad as the first time. And I am actually behind on my vaccines because I never think about it unless my doctor asks me. Fuchsia, hey, I'll be lurking while working on a few things. Good to see you. You get that work done. I've had it before, knocked my VO2 max back a lot, less and learns to recover gradually, not shock my body with something silly like kickboxing or monster rowings. Yeah. Well, and we're still learning about long COVID. Like people that had COVID when the whole pandemic first started are still suffering from things that they can't explain other than related to COVID. You know, talking about wrestling that I'm watching right now, Bray Wyatt, who passed away last year, he died from complications from long COVID. I have friends that I've heard horror stories about people like everything just tasting like not only losing their taste, but it tasting like literal garbage, like for good. That's my only real worry. Lady across the street has it. It's ruined her. She's been off work. That sucks. I know people that had to stop singing, and which doesn't sound like a big deal until you realize what my profession is. Every time I've been near someone with COVID, I've been scared to death because of that. I know people that have permanently lost their ability to like find a pitch, or they just can't. Their voice doesn't work anymore correctly, and it's crazy because there's no way to explain it. I've got a shit. Yeah, there. Oh, sunrise, I'm wanted, dead or alive. Got a buddy of mine that died from COVID. One of my best friends. Her, like, she is not my, if we're ranking friends like MySpace, she's not like my best friend, but she's one of my best friends. Her actual best friend that she has known for years was perfectly healthy in his like early 30s and was on a vent for 2 weeks when he got COVID. And it happened like that. He texted her and he was like, hey, I'm in the hospital. 2 hours later, she finds out that he's on a vent. Like sedated and everything. All right. So hip thrusts. You can do these with a barbell like this. These are actually easier to set up on a Smith machine if you have access to it. If you don't know what a Smith machine is, go to Planet Fitness. They got those big old racks with the barbells that slide up and down. That is a Smith machine. Most commercial gyms have at least one, if not 2, 3, or 4. I know that Planet Fitness usually has 4 minimum. LA Fitness usually has at least 4. The key to this is you have to protect your pelvis, your groin, whatever. So these big, thick pads are usually enough. Sometimes they're not. Maybe put a towel over your pelvic area to begin with, and then put this on top of it, along with this pad. You want your shoulder blades to be right on the bench. Stabilize the bar here, and when you come to the top of the movement, you want your shins to be parallel with the ground. So it's looking like this. You keep your core braced, you keep your chin down and tucked, and you keep trying to shove your butt underneath your leg. So it's like coming down in a circle. So yoink, like that. It's hard to explain. I was a real horror of it through 2021. Total roll of the dice, how your system dealt with it or not. My immune system is permanently overactive. Eczema, alopecia. Oh, Jesus. Mine used to be. I have the collapsing variant of idiopathic focal segmental glomerulosclerosis, which basically is they don't know how I got it. It's a super rare autoimmune. Well, it describes the damage done. It doesn't really describe how I got it or what was actually happening. What they think was happening is that my immune system just started attacking my kidneys. Usually you develop this after a significant immune event. The only thing I had was I one time mowed my lawn over a yellow jacket nest. I got stung a couple of times. That's all I've got. I have no idea if that caused it or not. But at any rate, my body started rejecting my own kidneys and my immune system just went crazy. So I had to, first I took 60 milligrams of prednisone every single day for 6 months. That did nothing except make me gain well over, I ended up being well over 300 pounds. Literally stepped on my scale and broke it. The glass top of it shattered. Then they put me on immunosuppressants. Those weren't working. Called me up. They're like, we're going to need to start discussing experimental treatments, dialysis, kidney transplants. Literally the next month, they started working. And then my doctor was like, I don't want to touch anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. And the actual good thing to come out of that was that for that entire time, I'm on anti-rejection meds. So my immune system is suppressed. I had no allergies. I had no immune response to pollen. It was that part I really enjoyed. All right, let's see if I can do this. Ugh. 9. Ugh. 10. Ugh. That is really hard to set up. I think I did those right. Autoimmune top trumps. It was such a random thing. But because my case is so rare, I at one point was in 3 different research studies across 2 continents. I got invited to several conferences involving those research studies. I got to go to Baltimore a few times, paid, which was awesome, and was able to help shift the information that was coming out to primary physicians on how they detect what I have and how they treat what I have. Because primary physicians were fucking clueless about this. My primary, they had no goddamn idea. He talked like he did. In fact, I had 2 physicians talk to me like they knew everything about my disease. And I'm like, I really don't think you do. And I'm trying not to be an asshole about it, but I'm like, I just came from a conference with the leading experts in nephrology who are saying, we don't know enough about this. And you're telling me you know everything about it. Oh, we know a lot about it now. No, you don't. Not enough to treat it. Trust me. Because we're still just throwing shit against the wall and finding out what sticks. Turn off the thermostat. Air conditioning's freezing me out now. Almost rare enough to get it named after you. It's been around a long time. So if you're old enough to, I actually don't know how old you are, but if you're old enough to remember the show Different Strokes, early to mid 80s, Gary Coleman, the star of that show, played Arnold. He was like that tall. I mean, literally that tall. The reason he was that tall, he had the exact same thing I do, and they treated it with prednisone, which closed his growth plates early. It came over to the. You are old enough to remember that? Oh, that came over to the UK a little later, right on. But that's why he was so short. And he, I mean, he passed several years ago, but he lived a very long life. For someone with the amount of medical difficulties he had, he had complications and everything well beyond having FSGS. There was a guy that played for the Detroit Lions in the last 10 years. I think in 2018, 2019, I don't remember who the guy is, but he was in his 20s and just boom, retired. And come to find out, he had the same thing I've got. And it wrecked him. It absolutely wrecked him. And, you know, and that's, for me, that is just, you're looking at somebody who's in like peak physical condition and now he can't make a living. And I'm like, dude, my ass, I am not anywhere near in as good a health as this guy is. I mean, that doesn't do much for my prospects, but I ended up in remission rather quickly somehow. They still don't have an explanation for how I got it, how I went into remission, anything. Okay, I'm gonna try to actually center this because it definitely was not the last time. All right. Ugh. 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 That landing is rough. My grandkids felt that. Just gonna check up on my wife here for a second. Pro NFL doesn't keep you in peak physical condition, but he wasn't in there for long. That's the thing. This dude was a young football player. But it's just like, and I mean, you know what I mean, though. I mean, this dude had money. This dude had the top medical experts, better than mine. By the time they're out of the college game, depends on what college they go to. You know, and Jim Harbaugh gets a lot of hate. And I think he brings some of it on himself, for sure. But the way that he develops his players and the way that he plays them in the games extends their career by years. J.J. McCarthy was an effective quarterback. Number one, our defense was insane. And two, we had two very real elite level running backs that if you're just looking at stats, meh, but it's because they were doing like maybe half the reps that every other running back in the league was getting. And so he was more concerned about churning out pro players. And it worked out in the long run because he got, I mean, how many Michigan players got drafted? I mean, Blake Corum is just a beast. D. Edwards coming back next year. He's RB1. So McCarthy did not take a lot of damage because if they rushed him, Edwards or Corum were going to take it to the end zone. So it was just a really great system that he had for the younger players. I got one more set of these. I've also got 320 push-ups to catch up on. Fucking A. Now, like I said, Michigan gets a lot of hate. That was obviously there was the cheeseburger gate, which was dumb, but it's dumber that Harbaugh tried to hide it. So I mean, if Harbaugh had just fessed up to it, I really don't think it would have been as big of a deal as it was. But no, he had to try to hide it, which is why he got suspended. And then the whole stealing signs scandal, which at the you have the best team in the nation, and judging by how you played your last 4 or 5 games, you clearly didn't need to. So whether or not it did not happen, whatever, it's stupid because they didn't need it. At the end of the day, you know, Ohio State's like, oh, you cheated to beat us. Like, okay, number one, bitch. They got outed for that 3 weeks prior. If you did not change your signs by that point, that is on you. 2, y'all said you knew we've been doing it for years and had changed your signs going into the Michigan game for 2 years, which means that there's no way it would have mattered if we stole your signs or not. Morons. Lifelong Steelers fan, we keep our players healthy over the long run by consistently failing in the playoffs. Bruh, I'm a Lions fan. Don't even with me. Hold on one second. I'm just had to hit a light switch over there. Wife is texting me that I'm going to do this last set. There we go. Yeah, I know all about failing in the playoffs, dude. This year, I witnessed the most incredible Lions run of my lifetime. And they still fell short at the exact same point. When I was in junior high, they made it to the NFC Championship. Lost to the eventual Super Bowl champion. Got absolutely destroyed by the eventual Super Bowl champions. This year, this was tough because I'm not going to say the Niners didn't deserve it at all. They beat the Lions, but holy hell, it was on the heels of the most 1,000,000 to 1 odds succession of events in that game happening, including the one reception that like bounced off a player's helmet forward into another receiver's hand. I mean, it was stupid. It was stupid how lucky that sequence of events was. And that was tough to swallow. But by the same token, like, yes, baby, I am. That was tough because, man, watching the Super Bowl, we could have beaten either of those teams. Seriously, you can't convince me that. No, well, number one, we did beat the Chiefs earlier in the year. Two, the Niners did not play. They didn't even really play good against us. They just played good when it mattered, and that's all it takes. But we very easily could have been the Super Bowl champions because we were just as good as the other two teams. I won't go so far as to say we were the better team. Obviously, we were not because we weren't in the game. But you can't tell me we couldn't have hung and aren't at the same level. So I'm really hoping for a lot of good things this year. All right, last set. And then I think I see Fuchsia Labnick commented. I'll get to you in a second. I'm kind of trapped. Ugh. Ten, 11, 9, 12. Oh, fuck me. Ha! Still got half my gym floor. All right. This wasn't as incredible because this is more of a planned thing. In 91, you had a paralyzed player, and Eric Kramer just had that one season magic. We're not Broncos fans. That is true. 91 had a lot of magic. This year was special. And it wasn't fluky like 91 was. It was just different. There's a whole different attitude. There's a lot of people, including myself, eating some crow about Dan Campbell and his initial strategy. Yes, she did tell me to do these exercises. Holy shit, man. My butt is absolutely toast. I'm going to see. Hang on. Ooh. All right. So this time the team was built to win and prepared to win, which is why the coming season gave you more hope. You know, if we didn't win at 91, we had a chance at 92. But that's the thing. That's the thing. Is that you say that now, but literally the 90s, every other year, like through the regular season, we would have these amazing, amazing games. And we still had Herman Moore and Brett Perriman, who were, Herman Moore was like the best thing since sliced bread until Megatron. We still had Barry Sanders. We still had Jerry Ball. We still had Chris Spielman. We still had, what's his name? But, we had all those players. We're talking elite level players. There was absolutely no excuse to not hit the Super Bowl with those players at least once. And definitely no excuse to only ever win one playoff game in, since the Super Bowl era with that combination of people. And yeah, they didn't have the emotion of, that's starting to come loose there. Didn't have the emotion of Mike Utley's injury. And for those of you that don't know, 1991, one of our players got hit with a chop block back when it was legal, and it made him a quadriplegic. He is the reason that chop blocks are no longer legal. Oh, let's move you over a little bit. If I'm honest, I've gone a bit cold in the NFL over the last few years. Combination of rule changes and the play like Mahomes quarterback meta has taken some of the magic out of it. It's very true, Benny Blades. Philly made a bad choice getting rid of Wayne Fonts. It's when the hope really ended for me back then. You know, yes and no. Fonts, I have a lot of mixed feelings about Fonts, but the biggest unforgivable sin of Fonts is that he could not manage a quarterback situation to save his life. He inexplicably was just he had the biggest hard on for Rodney Pete. Dylan 2551, what's happening? Can't do deadlifts with my back injury. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What's your back injury? I actually sprained my back a year or so ago doing deadlifts before I really knew how to do them. I was out of commission for 2 weeks. And then I did a really big deep dive into form and figured out that I had no fucking clue what I was doing. And now I can deadlift on a regular basis over 400 pounds, which some will say is not a big number. That's a lot of fucking weight. But I am sorry to hear about that. Back injuries are the worst. They're absolutely the worst because everything depends on your back. Everything. Dylan, not a whole lot. Just this has been one of the slower workouts I've ever done. Just a glute focus day. Along with I may get to shoulders, but I'm almost at the 2-hour mark. I'm also like half watching WWE King of the Ring right now because I'm a giant nerd. Oh, holy balls. That was amazing. Okay, they botched it, but that was cool. Cody Rhodes just like literally jumped to the top rope. Good move. Yeah, not a whole lot. My wife she was at urgent care. I think she's got strep throat. Woke up just feeling like ass. I'm waiting to figure out exactly where. Looks like she's still there. I'm waiting to hear kind of like a diagnosis or something. All right. So this is the last glute focus move I'm going to do. So we're going to set up. I'm thinking about going and getting a lift in. Fucking do it, man. 3-day weekend, nothing else going on. Let's get everything else out of the way here, including this. Shit. Okay. What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? Am I just stupid? Okay, here we go. Where do you work out at? You got a commercial gym, you got a home gym. Oh. Just got a shit ton of homework. I feel that. And I feel that because I went back to school as an adult. And
New follow.
Thank you so much for the follow, Dylan. Appreciate that. Commercial gym out here in Florida. Awesome. A lot of friends in Florida. I'm up in Detroit-ish. All right. Okay, my wife just figured something out. All right. 2014, my wife and I went back to school. I ended up with a couple master's degrees. I was in school right up until oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Right up until COVID hit. And I got just kind of stay home and take care of my kids now because my wife is my sugar mama. Not for real. It's I got a 3-year-old autistic son, and getting him to and from therapy is difficult with a full-time job. So that's been kind of my challenge with maintaining work. Where do you go to school? What are you studying? Hell yeah, I'm in school for aviation mechanics. That's amazing. I went to school. I'm an opera singer. Legit. I'm not joking about that at all. I sing at Detroit Opera. I've been doing that for Christ, over 20 years. One of these days, I'm going to figure out exactly how long it's been. Logan Paul's getting into it with Michael Cole. That's interesting. ANC license in the UK back in the 90s and immediately did nothing with it because aircraft hangars are really cold places to work. That's fair. All right, so with these, I'm going to be doing cable kickbacks. And I might have to change the camera angle on it. But essentially, I want to kick back and out. So I'm going to start with my leg crossed behind and go that way. Same thing over here, leg crossed behind, go that way. But right now I got 40 pounds on there. This is an actual small muscle group because I'm working the top, the gluteus medius. This is what gives your butt cheeks that shelf. I haven't watched the WWE in so long. You know, I watched it like all the time, and then I stopped. Then I watched it with my kids all the time, and then they lost interest, and I stopped. And then my oldest got into it like really hardcore a couple years ago, and I'm like, fuck yeah, so now I'm invested. Cody Rhodes giving that bionic elbow. The interesting thing about tonight is that it's the U.S. champ versus the WWE champ, and both titles are on the line, and I'm expecting full on for a new faction to debut tonight. This might be too much weight. Oh yeah, that's way too much weight. I didn't remember how much I did last week. Let's go back down to 20 and see what that does. Delusions of grandeur sometimes. My ass is not quite that strong. What did my wife say? Nasty ear infection that's draining down to my throat. Explains that ear piercing headaches I've been having. I do not have strep. Good. Fantastic. Poor wife's been having migraines all week. So the no strep is a good thing. And I know I can do 20 pounds on this. Like I said, this is a relatively strong or a relatively small muscle group. Oh yeah, that's right there. Just making sure everything is on the right pulleys. Normally I don't hear a lot of noise on this, so when I do, I'm like, is everything pulling right? Looks like it. I know it's boxing, hoping Mike knocks the piss out of Jake. Hell yes. No, I will actually watch that. I don't like boxing at all. Dude, I hate Jake Paul. I cannot stand that dude. And I don't understand why Mike is fighting outside of he's probably making a shit ton of money. Why are you caught on that? Ugh. I know he's making a shit ton of money for it, but man, dude is almost 60 years old. But God, he hits like a Mack truck. And it's weird because I think Mike's going to have the advantage as long as that fight goes. Jake put on a lot of weight. I don't think he's got the endurance for it. He is not conditioned to hold that much weight. Oh, fucking A. I cannot thank my wife enough for getting this for me for Christmas. This is maybe $50, $160, something like that. Fucker laid out on his back. I know, right? Fall on his face. Arch idiot Tate did actually say a sensible thing for once. Paul cannot win if he beats him. Then whoop-de-doo, you beat up an old dude. If he loses, then his career is basically over. Right. No, you're absolutely right. This is a really bizarre decision for Jake Paul, especially if he loses. Like, dude sitting here talking world championships, pro fighter. This is a pro fight, too. This counts on everybody's record. Who the fuck sanctioned that? And they're like, dude, I'm going to be a world champion. I'm the best boxer, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's not a single person in the world that thinks that. Your dumbass lost to Tyson Fury's little brother, 6 months ago? Hey, honey, how are you feeling? Mama Jen RN is my wife, y'all. She just, I don't know if she's back, but she was the one that was at urgent care. We're coming right to the end of the glute portion of the workout. I am probably not going to do shoulders today just because I've got a lot of shit I got to do today. I'm 320 push-ups in the hole from Infinite. You guys were here earlier. You feel like a dumbass because you have an ear infection? Honey. Ooh, don't be too hard on yourself. I said hard on. All right, set 2. There we go. This is how you end up with ass for days, y'all. The glutes are a really complicated muscle, which is part of the reason that I devote like an entire fucking day to it. Because they require both the medius and the max require multiple different kinds of movements to really hit them correctly and grow them. Oh, goddamn. The table broke, so that's good. one thing about wrestling, those tables don't break. Fucking done. Hold on, I gotta scroll up. Business, how did the RN not figure out she had an ear infection? Hard on. We've been keeping him honest, Mama Jen. He was going to buy a speedboat, but we stopped him. Then it was a motorbike, but we stopped and looking out for. No, I just wanted a motorboat. My AirPods, because they sounded garbled in my right ear. Think about it. Anytime you go to the gym, you get doing the Lord's work. Thank you. Look at the cake this man's. Raging case of no ass at all. Bruh, I've just spent 2 hours essentially working on my ass. So, believe me, it takes work to bake this cake. If I could just get rid of this gut that easy. Fuck, man. It'd be over for you hoes. That's a figure of speech, wife. Treadwing with the twerk emote. That's modeled directly after my ass, by the way. Whew. So those of you that are first timers here, real quick, I'm Wolverine Guy Kev, obviously. I'm 46 years old, father of 4, professional opera singer in the Detroit area. I kind of let myself go between having chronic illness and discovering DoorDash. It was both of those things. Got a 3-year-old that's on the spectrum, and he is my my biggest focus, which is why I'm home with him all the time. But I do have a 20-year-old, an 18-year-old that just graduated a couple days ago. And oh, there goes the ref. An 8-year-old who's absolutely brilliant. And what in the world are you doing, bro? I haven't seen one of those in years. That was like a friggin', was that a Michinoku driver? Ref is down. Here comes the interference. Come on, guys. So anyway, because I needed to spend time with my kid, and my job didn't want to accommodate, my hybrid job with the flexible work schedule did not want to accommodate me to just be able to pick up my kid from therapy. I've been unemployed for the last little over 3 months, and I've been doing this pretty much every day, Sunday through Friday, 10 a.m. So you can find me here all the time. Your oldest is almost old to me. You're over 45, sending fat to Miami voice style. Speedboats are the coolest thing. You're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong. She's just a sugar mama. Twerk emote times 24. That's interesting. Huh. Wow. Cody swore. He said a bad word. All right. I'm going to set up for this last set here. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me today. I know I've kind of like got my attention focused over here just because, you know, again, I'm a raging nerd. Match over. Now, does the Y at 6 appear? Wait, no, is he the U.S. champion now? Or did the U.S. title not be on the line? Why did my grammar just go to shit there? All right, set 3. On. Ah. 9, 10. Interesting. I could have sworn that the U.S. title was on the line. They must have done a bait and switch on that. That's annoying. They certainly made it out like both titles were on the line. All right. Last part of this rep, or this part of this set. All right, that's going to do it for me. Whew. You just said you're a raging nude. I am a raging nude. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I've been at this for 2 hours. I am not going to spend another hour on my shoulders. I've got shit to do here. So if you are at all interested, tomorrow I'm going to be hitting chest and triceps and possibly a little bit of shoulders, but I don't know. But that'll be at 10 a.m. tomorrow right here on Twitch. If you are not in my Discord already, links in the chat. I got a wonderful community here. Great team. Thank you. Thank you, Fuchsia. Thank you to everyone for the bits, the subs, the gifted subs. Just lurking. I appreciate that. Making conversation with me. First-time chatters, long-time chatters. You guys keep me motivated and keep me coming back every fucking day. Keep me accountable. I appreciate that. Discord link in chat. If you are a Twitch subscriber, you have access to my fitness only section, like the really dedicated fitness sections, including the workout program that I developed that I'm using right now. Nothing earth shattering, but it's what I follow in case you want to follow along with me. Also, my merch link is in chat, where you can get this wonderful thick filet shirt and like 6 different coffee cups that are up to 20 ounces in size. Again, I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day. And if I don't see you tomorrow or Monday, enjoy your holiday weekend.